Hello, everybody. When we talk about creating service and delivering value to our customers, there are three elements that are very specific and without which service cannot exist. Service cannot exist without people who provide this service. And they cannot exist without a place, be it a physical place with all the equipment needed for this service, like a movie theater, or a yoga class, or a gym. And service cannot exist without process, rules, and sequences of actions that should be performed to create value. People play the most important role in providing services. Everybody, from a chef in a restaurant and to the delivery guys bringing packages to our floor, from doctors in the doctor's office, and to the cleaning managers in our apartment houses. Service cannot exist without these people. Yes, technology changes that. Some service jobs get supplemented or augmented with robots. Technology and machine learning supports standardization, because yes, robots can provide more stable and standardized services, but they cannot substitute people in many key areas of service economy. One funny example is right here in front of us with robocalls trying to robotize call center. This is pretty much me calling any American business with my beautiful English. American robots cannot understand me, at least not just yet. People we interact with define our perception of a service to a great degree, from a friendly waitress in a restaurant and to the brutal receptionist in a car dealership. How we purchase, use, and how we assess services depends on people more than anything else. Well, process defines how the service is provided. Basically, who does what for this service to exist. It's a workflow of materials, actions, and interactions between people that create service. From every act, every touch point and interaction, it follows customers, information flow, money flow, and physical evidence changes to bring them all together in a smooth, uninterrupted experience. Technology helps us establish more reliable and uninterrupted processes by predicting what will be needed at which point, at which situation, by profiling customers and predicting what they will need, which changes to our standardized service they will request, and how we need to adjust our typical processes. Not properly described and trained processes is the most common, the most often problem in service delivery. People perceive service as a failure and they can be unsatisfied, not because of people who work there. They may be best people in the world. But if they don't know how to interact with each other, what should be done in what sequence, they cannot provide a quality service. I experienced it in working in a logistics company. Great people. But without months and months of training, it's a disaster. How each truck should be unloaded, and how every piece of a load should be strapped to a pallet. And finally, presence refers to all kinds of tangibles, buildings, rooms, equipment that create physical environment for services to be provided, or a virtual environment. In my pictures here, I provide an environment of a water park with all the slides. Water park is a service, it's an entertainment and a great experience. But its physical part is exactly what makes it so much fun. Or a skating green. Presence includes navigation that tells customers where to go and how to behave to get the most out of our service, which is very important for many novices, for new customers. All these people, process, and presence, be it virtual or physical, come together to create an experience. Experience is something people participate in and assess, evaluate at the same time. When you go to beauty salon to get a haircut, you look at the mirror and you are in it. And at the same time, you evaluate how it's going, how I look like. You go to a stadium to watch a game. I hope you will be able to do it again soon. You enjoy it, and at the same time, you evaluate everything from the team and to the stadium service. That's customer experience. And when it turns online, when it's delivered through apps, through chatbots, through devices and smartphones, it's called user experience. It's a huge industry for improving user experience. Customer experience consists of episodes. Episodes are separate interactions. These are moments when we realize value and evaluate the value of a service. When we purchase it and stay in the long line at the entrance, when we use it, when we enjoy this first meal in the restaurant, and post-purchase, when we talk with our friends about our travels all over the world. These episodes make experience unforgettable. But also, at every episode, things can go bad. And they do every once in a while. All services fail every once in a while because they're perishable, because they're variable and intangible. It is literally impossible to deliver 100% perfect service. People get sick. People can happen in a bad mood. Oh, restaurant chef can go into deep depression and screw all of his perfect cooking. Services depend on people and myriad other factors, but also they depend on customers to do their part, to co-create value. You see, there are several common sources of service failure, common sources of problem. People, when they do not do what they're supposed to do, or do not understand their task, and do not perform their task properly. Process, when customers are not treated properly, or process get interrupted or stuck due to lack of cooperation and lack of training and material supply, whatever. And there can be tangible errors because our equipment and devices and software we use to provide our service isn't working properly. But there are a lot of reasons for service to go bad on customer side. When customers do not know how to prepare for this service encounter, how to treat employees who provide them service, when customers misbehave or being rude, but it's not their problem. It's service provider's problem to resolve this problem and recover the service to create a pleasurable experience. If something goes wrong, people get unhappy, and when they get unhappy, they create a scandal, they complain, they elevate their complaints, or they switch to competitors and share these negative experiences with everybody. People are much more likely to share negative service experiences because they're involved in service consumption more. They participate in it. It relates to customers personally. That's why they feel so upset every time service go wrong. And service go wrong on a regular basis. So in the next video, we will discuss what we can do to standardize services just a little bit and prevent these failures.